All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin is gone, scooped up off the market from a hedge fund. This just happened. I also want to keep you informed about the latest Ethereum news, as well as the top altcoin stories that you should know. Like always, check the timestamps down below, and let's jump in. Our top story on the first business day of 2021, today. Bitcoin takes its rightful place atop the Financial Times. Here it is in all its glory, just a major sign of recognition from a traditional newspaper, and this is what the traditional money reads and values. They call Bitcoin a high flyer, and they describe Bitcoin with a quote from French poet Victor Hugo: "No force on earth can stop an idea whose time has come." Powerful, very powerful. And of course, consummate troll Peter Schiff commented, "Well, it's not Newsweek, but it seems like a pretty good indicator of a market top to me." Interesting. And let's talk about this. Is this a local market top for Bitcoin? Of course, I am not a registered financial advisor. I don't know what the price of Bitcoin will do in the future, and neither do you. But we can look at the charts, look at the trends, and make our best guess. For example, what we just witnessed last night with this wick was a 20% pullback right there, our first one in a long time. And that may be the best buying opportunity, 20% pullbacks, that we're going to get in bull markets like this. Tweeted on December 28th from on-chain analyst Willy Woo, "With the current structure of investor demand, looks like we're in a band where 20% pullbacks are the worst we may get, instead of 30 to 40% pullbacks, which we saw in the last cycle, late 2016, 2017. And we finally had one, and late last night, and it was scooped up quick. That's why we got the wick. This is extremely bullish. Extremely. Hey, I got a question. Who's buying specifically? Well, next piece of news, Hedge fund buys over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. We have the SEC documentation to back it up. These institutions have to legally disclose, if you're in the US, that is. And this one is actually a Singapore-based hedge fund, has just bought $1.3 billion worth of stock-traded Bitcoin with Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, according to a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. In fact, let's just take a full look at the form. This actually happened on December 31st, 2020. In the dead of the night, we have full proof. And the company was Three Arrows Capital, bought over 38 million shares issued by Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Each GBTC share currently goes for about $34.10 and are redeemable for actual Bitcoin at the rate of 0.001 BTC. This is extremely bullish. Grayscale buys the Bitcoin in their fund, and then different companies buy millions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin through them. I would suspect that means that Grayscale would be buying more Bitcoin into their fund very, very soon. What do you think? You tell me what you think down below in the comment section. And just for the full picture on who Three Arrows is, you may remember it was over 6 months ago that we reported that Three Arrows made a $200 million purchase in Grayscale for BTC June 23rd, 2020. Over 6 months later, they are more than doubling down, accumulating. Huge, huge. Okay, next piece of altcoin news. The Ukraine government has officially picked the Stellar Development Foundation, the Stellar blockchain, to help build their national CBDC. Here are the exact details. Announced Monday, the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine and the Stellar Development Foundation, SDF, signed a contract, a memorandum of understanding, to build out a virtual asset ecosystem and national digital currency of Ukraine. They have been researching this since 2017. They have finally picked a blockchain. The National Bank of Ukraine has been researching the possibility of a CBDC implementation since 2017, and the Stellar partnership will now be the basis of its virtual currency development, according to their digital transformation and IT deputy minister of Ukraine. As a Stellar Lumens holder, what does this mean to you? First off, in a direct quote from their deputy minister, "We believe our cooperation with the Stellar Development Foundation will contribute to development of the virtual asset industry and its integration into the global financial ecosystem." So they want to be global with their national currency, and they're digitalizing on Stellar to do that. Stellar was also chosen by Germany last month. Stellar was selected last month by German bank Bankhaus-Vonderheit, BVDH, as the means to issue a euro stablecoin, and German regulator BaFin has also approved the issuance of tokenized bonds on Stellar. So first Germany, now Ukraine. The Ukraine partnership will officially launch this month. Right now they have a memorandum of understanding. They will officially sign the full papers later this month, and I'll keep you updated. Obviously bullish for Stellar. They didn't choose Tezos, they didn't choose Ethereum. They chose Stellar. Interesting. And next piece of news, Ethereum just hit an all-time high in terms of network fees. This is higher than we saw in 2017. This is higher than we saw last summer. The network and DeFi is being used, being transacted. And I think we've seen this. We are having a mini alt season at the moment. Ethereum clearing $1,000. These altcoins, huge gains in the 24-hour and 7-day timeframes. So while Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is taking a bit of a breather, consolidating, regrouping, which by the way may just last a couple days at most, these alts are having their season. One thing that I do want to go over, I tweeted this when Ethereum hit $1,000 in USD. It was the first time since 2018 this happened. One thing to keep in mind is that Ethereum's value versus Bitcoin's value, which has had the better returns. Unless you invested in the Ethereum pre-mine, pre-sale, whatever you call it, Bitcoin has outperformed Ethereum, especially in bear markets. Now in bull markets, the alts eventually end up outperforming Bitcoin, and 2021, I believe, is a bull market. I would suspect that over this year, Ethereum's value over Bitcoin's value, I think it'll outperform. Of course, for me, at the top, say Bitcoin pops over $200,000, it's the altcoins for me that I'll be unloading first. We will see how this levels off over time, but I would be interested to hear your thoughts on this. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, BlockFi. BlockFi is providing traditional banking services to cryptocurrency investors. So if you have Bitcoin, if you have Ethereum, if you have Litecoin or a vast array of stablecoins, you can put it in interest-bearing accounts and earn some passive interest. Put your cryptocurrency to work, earn up to 8.6% APY with a BlockFi interest account. And right now, if you sign up with our link, blockfi.com/altcoin daily, down below, you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more in crypto. Also, if you ever need USD immediately, they do offer crypto-backed loans. Basically, by using your crypto as collateral, you can access that liquidity without selling and unlock up to 50% of the value of such assets in USD. Very transparent interest rates, no hidden fees, and of course, it's backed by some of the biggest names in custody in the space. So if you're looking to earn interest, BlockFi is a solid option. Use our link down below. Check it out. And next piece of news, Vechain welcomes a new consensus proof of authority 2.0 in 2021. So they're updating their proof of authority 2.0. And of course, we know this from Peter Zhao. He is a chief scientist at Vechain. He tweeted this. What does this update mean to you as a potential Vechain investor? Well, it just optimizes the whole experience. Now, as a reminder, what is proof of authority consensus? Because Bitcoin has proof of work, Ethereum is moving to proof of stake. In proof of authority consensus, one of the 101 pre-approved validators is randomly selected to generate the next block. This particular model avoids computational competition thereby enables a faster and more efficient block production. So while Bitcoin is the money for everybody, it is the most decentralized, has tens of thousands of nodes. Vechain has 101 pre-approved nodes, and proof of authority picks one every time to generate the next block. Why is this proof of authority 2.0 needed? In the process of maximizing the percentage of time spent in transmitting data, more transactions can be included in the block, which will raise the number of transactions per second, TPS, and improve the bandwidth efficiency. So that is what this update means for Vechain holders. More scalable, although it is more centralized. These are the trade-offs. Okay, that is the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow.